Surprisingly, I played considerably less in the casino aboard my yearly Friends cruise on Independence of the Seas. How did I do? Let's break it down. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Today, I'm Chris, and my channel is all about how I've been on over 30 comped cruises in a row, mostly on Royal Caribbean, but also on Carnival, on Princess, Margaritaville at Sea, Virgin Voyages, and MSC. My videos go through how I stumbled in on this, what I've learned as I've gone, and hopefully give you some tips and tricks to spend less in the casino, but still earn a ton of great marketing comps to get you free fare, free drinks, and other great comps like free play. Every year, I do a Friends cruise. It started in 2021 aboard Allure of the Seas. We were all strangers. We found each other. We became really great friends. And every year since then, this Friends group cruise has grown and grown. I think we had 9 on this sailing, and everybody in our group are big gamblers, spend a lot of time in the casino. So I was a little surprised that I actually ended up playing less than I normally do in the casino for reasons that we'll go through as we break down how I did. Independence of the Seas, I love Freedom class ships. It's gorgeous. I love the playmakers right next to the casino. My room was fantastic. Actually, my room was 12 forward. So this area actually was added. There was a series of cabins that were added to this area. So normally what you get with an older Royal Caribbean ship is a lot of kind of like worn furnishings. They don't really do much to the staterooms, even if they amplify ships. Independence did go through a couple of amplifications. It's a beautiful ship, but I was expecting kind of an older stateroom with like 2000 styling and some really worn furnishings. But because these staterooms were added later, ended up with a really nice room. Now, if you're gonna book staterooms in this area 12 forward, be careful. Because of the shape of the ship, you're not quite sure what you're gonna get. My room was great. It was completely rectangular. It was great for a solo. It would even have been decent for 2 people. My best cruising buddy and travel agent, Jess and Emily, got into a room right next door to mine, but theirs was a little wonky because it was dealing with the curvature of the front of the ship. So be careful if you're gonna get one in this area. But if you do, you're gonna get a very nicely refreshed room. I really thought it was a great value. I mean, free is always a great value, isn't it? Now we go on to how I did day by day in the casino. The reason I do these videos is because I'm trying to figure out what that gate is in terms of things like coin in, time spent played, so that you can replicate what I do and hopefully spend a lot less to earn these marketing comps. Right now, I'm averaging about $50 or $60 a day lost in the casino, and the value is huge because I'm getting cruises that are worth thousands. So day one, obviously embarkation day. I was active in the casino quite a bit on day one, 3.75 hours actively playing. I put $200 in and I hit a royal flush on video poker, my very first royal flush ever. It was so exciting. So that was $1,000. I ended up cashing out with $1,141. I won $941.55. I earned 184 points. Now, I was going to provide coin in for each session. So that's the amount of money you're actually cycling through the machine, which I think is important because then you can determine what your bet per hour is, which is another calculation that I think is helpful if you're trying to determine how much you should play to earn these marketing offers. However, I made a boo-boo because video poker is $10 per point earned and slots are $5 per point earned. They're different calculations, and I didn't track how much video poker I was playing. So in the future, I'm gonna track how many points I earn on video poker so that I can do this proper calculation for you. Big news, by the way. I've always said that video poker is a great value because the return to player is very high on video poker. If you know how to play video poker properly, it is one of the few games in the casino that has some skill element to it. You can definitely hurt your RTP if you make bad decisions. But I've heard all over the place that Royal Caribbean is upping the amount cycled per point from $10 to $15 per point. So if you're looking to earn points, to earn instant certificates, or if you're trying to earn prime, then that has got to be a consideration because it's going to take significantly longer to earn points on video poker. However, for my purposes, I am not really trying to earn points. I cruise enough throughout the year that I can hit prime fairly easily. My objective is to have a very good ADT, or average daily theoretical, because that is what the cruise lines use to determine if you're going to get marketing offers and how good those marketing offers are. So I may still end up playing video poker, but it's going to turn a lot of people off. So day 2 was Coco K. What a great day. We ended up getting a Hideaway Beach cabana. I highly recommend you do this if you have a good friends group because they are quite expensive. I think we had 9 people or 8 people. It ended up costing us $165. Well worth it. The cabana was gorgeous. You get food and drinks delivered to you. There's a beautiful pool that follows the entire cabanas. And then of course there's the party pool where we were located, was really close with the swim up bar. It was a great time. So played a little bit less in the casino because, a day of sun and, having some beverages and a whole bunch of fun, you're a little bit less gas in the tank. I played actively for 2 hours. I didn't put any new money in. I cashed out with $1,021.88. I lost $119.33 and I earned 115 points. And the available time for the casino was 8 hours. Day 3 was our first C day, so I played more. I played 3.5 hours in the casino. Of course, I didn't put any more money in. I cashed out with $1,398.38. I won $376.50. I earned 198 points, and the slots opened available time was 19 hours. Day 4, we were in San Juan. I had another fairly strong day of play. I played 3.5 hours. I put no money in. I cashed out with $1,192.23. I lost $206.15. I earned 204 points, and the available time open for the casino was 8.5 hours. Day 5, we were in St. Thomas. What an amazing experience. We took a charter from the US Virgin Islands, which is St. Thomas, to the British Virgin Islands, which is Joost van Dyke, and we went to White Bay Beach. It was a fantastic experience. This was an excursion that we did on our own outside of the cruise line purview, which can be a bit risky. I'm gonna have a video all about that coming up in the series a little bit later on. I didn't play much because we were on a boat all day. We had lots of drinks. We were in the sun. It was a very long and amazing day, but I was toast that night. So I did manage to get down to the casino. I only played for about a half an hour. I cashed out with $1,092.78. I lost $99.45. That's another reason why I didn't play very long, because I just could not hit anything. I was just losing money hand over fist. So I figured, I'm not really into it anyway. Let's just cut our losses. The casino was open for 9 hours for slots. All right, back-to-back C days. Day 6, I was in the casino playing actively for 2.25 hours. I put no money in. Obviously, I cashed out with $931.13. I lost $161.65. I earned 210 points, pretty good. And the casino was open for 19 hours, being a C-day. And then day 7, another C-day. I really wasn't feeling it on this last day, and I wanted to leave the ship with some money. I had a really successful session. I had earned quite a bit of points. You know, minimum I want to earn is about 100 points a day, because that usually tracks pretty well with time spent as long as you're having average luck. So I was already there. I was happy with what I had so far. So I played an hour and a half in the casino. Of course, I didn't put any extra money in. I cashed out with $842.68, which I took off the ship with me. I lost $88.45, and I earned 99 points. The casino again was open for 19 hours on the last C-day. All right, so the cruise totals. I played a total of 17 hours on this 7-night cruise, which averages out to 2.4 hours a day. The total open time for the slots on this sailing was 73 hours, or an average of 10.4 hours a day. So I was playing about 23% of the time that the slots were active and open. I won $842.68, and I earned 944 points. So unfortunately, I can't do RTP or coin in bet per hour because of the difference between video poker at $10 per point and slots at $5 per point. I didn't measure how much I played video poker, and I did play quite a bit. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do those calculations for you today. But the interesting numbers I wanted to focus on are the 944 points that I earned, because that's pretty good. Like I said, my baseline is I want to earn at least 100 points of sailing, because even if you're not really tracking, your amount of coin in or how long you're playing in the casino, if you're minimum betting on slot machines and you're earning 100 points per session, chances are over time, you're probably playing enough for marketing offers, but that's just a guess on my part. I am curious to know how much my average time played per day is gonna affect my marketing offers. 2.4 hours, while not a lot lower than I normally play, is a little bit lower. And of course, I'm curious to find out what that low gate is, right? Because if we can find that sweet spot of the least time you can play the slots in order to keep getting marketing offers, then we're gonna be able to save even more money and cruise more, which is, I think, the objective of this channel. At least it is for me. We'll only have to see how time goes on and whether my marketing offers continue. As you guys know, there's a lot of talk on all the forums and Facebook groups about how people's offers are being downgraded and they're drying up. Me and Jesselyn actually did a video all about this, which I'll link in the description, talking about some of the impacts and why that is happening. So that might actually be part of the factor if I see less offers. So it's going to be hard to kind of parse out whether less play is also contributing or not. But I think, as we go along and we keep playing and the offers start coming back again after the summer season, we'll get a better idea of that, but we'll follow along together. Still coming up on the Independence of the Seas series, there's going to be the slots I recommend you play and avoid if you want to stretch your bankroll out, play longer, spend less, and get more marketing offers. And then the final video is the one I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to break down our excursion to the British Virgin Islands, Joost van Dyke, White Bay Beach, and just how incredible it was, and a little bit of, the nuts and bolts of it in case you have a friends group and you want to do something similar on your trip to St. Thomas. If you got something out of this video or you enjoyed it, please consider giving me a like. And if you want to know when the next video comes out, make sure you're subscribed and click the notification bell. Thanks as always for watching. I really appreciate it.